Hi, David Odell here with Odell Complete Concrete. This is my son's first day on the job because this is actually his job, my older son, Timothy. We're going to be widening this existing patio out. We're going to square it all up. They didn't like this round effect the existing patio had because they lost a lot of usable space that way. It's real hard to maintain your softscape too when you got those hard curves. And it's hard to irrigate water with sprinklers the way they're set up. It's hard to really get a nice radius, consistent water on something like that. So squaring it up is going to make it a lot more simple here. Now, the joint pattern on this existing patio is on a 3-foot grid, 45-degree angle to the house. We're going to continue that on out. These joints were all put in while the concrete was still wet. So that's what we're going to have to do to match. On the dig out, we weren't able to get a mini skid steer back here. It wasn't enough space. So we're just going to dig it out by hand. And we ran into a lot of roots. Fortunately, they were just surface roots, so they came out pretty easily. And we still have a good base because we got, all the organics out of the ground where the new slab's going to set. We're in Southern California, so we're not concerned about freezing weather. If you were in a freezing weather situation, you'd have to put a big gravel base down and get drainage out from under the slab before it can freeze underneath, and then heave it and pop it, and a lot more things to think about in that situation. There are some existing sprinklers here, as you can see them right along the edge. We're going to have to reroute those to the outside of the new concrete. The string line represents the elevation of top of concrete, and that takes into consideration slope from the existing patio to the lawn area, or may even go to an area drain in this case. The existing patio is a color concrete, but we can't really put a color in the new pour because even if we knew the color, it's still not going to match because of the aging process. So what's going to happen in the future is this whole patio gets stained all as one piece or painted. Then it'll all look like it was done at the same time. Other than that radius where the two concretes meet, there's no way to get rid of that. Still gonna leave a little planter area along the block wall, and that's always good for drainage purposes. And also, if you ever want to reroute sprinkler lines, electrical lines, anything like that, you'll have that space you could do that in. Now we're just laying a straight edge across from point A to point B and checking the depth. Make sure we got a solid 4 inches of concrete going in. Here's your plate compactor going on here. Flattens it all out and compacts it. Now we're going to be putting some rebar dowels in here. The reason for that is so that the two slabs don't separate and they don't, become unlevel. Putting them about 3 feet apart.
Alright guys, it is the end of the day. We just got wrapped up on the project. The patio is looking good. Everything's squared up. The extension is all compacted. We're gonna actually, one extra thing we do need to do is water everything down, get a little more compaction, and then we do have all rebar in now. We also dialed into the existing patio. As you can see right here, nice and tight snug fits so that there won't be any movement in the separate patios. It'll all be as one joined patio now. We got rebar about 2 foot on center. We squared it up. Now they'll have a nice widened patio. And then we also moved all of the irrigation out beyond the concrete so that the grass can still get watered. And then everything is sloping towards the drains that they have right over here. So that's pretty much it. We'll be back Wednesday to pour everything out and then match the decorative diamond cut pattern. See you then.
Oh, this is a great view right there.
Okay guys, so it is the pour day. We're about to start the pour. This is a gated community, so we had to wait outside the gates until 7 a.m. We totally forgot about that, and we scheduled concrete at 7. So the concrete pump, the concrete truck, we're all waiting right behind us in line to get into the community. So we're unloading as fast as we can, getting prepared, because if you take longer than an hour to pump out the concrete, you will be charged per minute, I think, a certain amount of money. So we're gonna try to get this all ready as fast as we can and get this concrete laid out. So I'm gonna go to the front, move some stuff to the back, and get everything all ready so that we can start pumping this concrete.
This is a 3,000 psi concrete mix. After the bowl float, we used a 4-foot wide wood bowl float, and then go around the edges with a hand float 1 foot wide. Make sure all the edges are flushed out. The next step would be running your 1/2 inch radius edger or 3/4 inch. In this case, we're using a 1/2 inch radius edger, and it happens to be 6 inches wide. Now, it was pretty easy to lay these lines out because all we had to do is pull a dry line continuously through the existing patio layout, and that established the joints in the new pour. Real easy access from both sides. the broom. This broom looks to me like, that looks to be a 50% horsehair, 50% nylon broom. The broom pattern, the direction of the broom is the same direction as the existing patio as well. So that's the finished product right there. Well, thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button if you want to see the next one as soon as it gets uploaded. Thanks.